it's your lovely Abbie Dagrin, and welcome back to my channel, lovelies. Today I'll be continuing a series on my channel that deals with natal chart analysis, and I will be doing one on Arca. I got this suggestion from Mutant Faith 108. Thank you so much for the suggestion, and please you guys bring in more because I really love them. So I'll be doing one on her, speaking on her personality traits as well as her characteristic traits based off of her natal chart analysis, and also how she's been able to garner a lot of success. So please stay tuned for the rest of my video, lovelies. If you have not yet become a part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is your calling to do so. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel and that you've hit that notification bell. Please make sure you hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. And last but not least, please make sure you share this video with everyone you know, whether it's your friends, family members, or enemies. Now let's get right into the video. So Arca was born on October 14th, 1989. So this qualifies her to be a Libra. With this placement, she's someone who's very balanced, friendly, and fair. She's someone who's known at looking at both sides of an argument and try to make peace. Even though having a Libra in the Sun placement is pretty difficult, I feel as though Libras are able to manage it in the best way, or balance it in the best way. With this placement, they are very graceful people. They're very magnetic. They're very social, and they're very charming as well. They're people who tend to be kind, and sometimes they do have the scale. Sometimes they do have a different side to themselves, because when the scale is tipped over, then that means they're no longer balanced, and Libras do need balance in order for them to really go on in life. But this is a pretty interesting placement. Up next would be her moon in Aries, and she's someone who is very bold, very dynamic, and she has a very pioneering spirit. She's someone who tends to be adventurous. She's someone who may be impulsive at times, but she's very much independent. Also with this placement, she is going to be very much passionate in everything that she does. She's going to be very optimistic. She's someone who's very fun to be around, and she's very energetic, and this is due to it being a fire sign in the moon placement. She may at times be short-tempered, and she needs action to be always doing something. She needs not be restless, but she's someone who moves on quickly as well from disagreements or things that she may have with people. So with this placement, they're very much open with their emotions, and you kind of know how they feel right then and there. Up next would be her Mercury in Libra, and it makes sense because she is a Libra, and she more than likely would either have a Virgo, Libra, or a Scorpio Mercury. With this placement, she's someone who is of a friendlier communication. She loves to be balanced in her communication, but sometimes she can be indecisive as to how she speaks. With this placement, she tries her best to be compromising, but she's also someone who may have a soft speaking voice. She's very harmonious in the way that she speaks. She wants everyone to be united. She is someone who's verbally eloquent. She is very gentle and diplomatic. She's someone who's assertive but not harsh. She's someone who's legal-minded, and she is very enthusiastic. She can procrastinate when it comes to relationship, but she can also see all sides of an issue, and that's something that is very much great regarding anything in life, being able to see all sides. Up next would be her Venus in Sagittarius. With this placement, she's someone who loves to be around someone who's adventurous, upbeat, and generous. She is someone who just loves to have fun, but she also wants morality. She wants exploration, and she wants someone who can explore with her. She's all about having a higher knowledge, and she's all about doing good deeds. She is very open-minded and knowledgeable on different topics. She's very adventurous, but she's also energetic and optimistic. And this is due to her having a Sagittarius placement with the optimism. They are very optimistic people, and the energeticness is from the fire sign. She is someone who wants to learn and experience with her significant other. She is not easily to commit, but she is someone who's very friendly. And she is someone who's very honest and will tell you how she feels. Up next would be her lovely Mars in Libra. And with this placement, she's very charismatic, charming, and she is passionate. Mars is very great in Aries, Capricorn, and Scorpio, so having it in Libra can be very difficult because they're more of like a assertive type of placement and very straightforward. And this is also her third Libra placement, so she has a Libra stellium, so she has very much of a Libra vibe in her chart and the type of person who she is. With this placement, she is someone who is going to make sure that she is fair in everything that she does. She wants harmony in everything that she does. So all her actions are associated with having harmony, with not being impulsive, with being intuitive, and with her being who she is. With this placement, she can be indecisive and a pushover, but I feel like it can really balance out for her. Up next would be her Jupiter in Cancer, and this is such a great placement to have. It has a lot of luck to do with it. Having a Jupiter in Cancer, Sagittarius, and Pisces are the best ones to have regarding marriage and regarding luck. She's someone who's very instinctive and attracts luck and good fortune. She is someone who tends to just have a great time in life because things more than likely come easier to her. She's someone who's well suited in a career that she enjoys, especially if it involves food. She uses her humor and optimism to bring a lot of luck into her life. She's also someone who is very caring towards others with the things that she gets. So this placement also is very generous as well as getting a lot of generosity from this placement. With this placement, she's also someone who will have the best relationships because this kind of does represent the husbands as well. Up next would be her Saturn in Capricorn, and even though this is a hard placement to have, Saturn is great in Capricorn, Libra, and Aquarius. So with this placement, she's very ambitious and she will do her best to make it to the top of her field, regardless of how hard she needs to work. She will put the effort in and she will make sure she does everything to make herself successful. Even though with this placement, she may go through a lot of things, a lot of trials, a lot of tasks from the universe will always reward her and also have her back in a way regarding situations. So having a Saturn in Capricorn, they do have a lot of protection because Saturn is the placement of like lessons and karma. So if people do things to these placements as well, they are able to get their karma as well very fast and expect it. Next up with this placement is her Uranus in Capricorn. And with this placement, she's also about planning for the future as much as possible. And this makes her an automatic innovator. Capricorns are very great with organizing and they're all about the future. They do not only think about the now. They want to make sure in the future they are perfectly fine and that they're going to have the wealth and security needed in order for them to live comfortably. They're all about also finding practical solutions to any challenging society attitudes to customs, traditions, and authority structures. This placement also deals a lot with the generation. So Uranus deals with the generation with this placement. They're all about being logical and orderly and dealing with matters that result in a permanent and carefully planned but sweeping reform. And they're also the types of people who will make laws but also help out people with these laws. Up next is her Neptune in Capricorn. So this is her third Capricorn placement. So she has a Capricorn stellium and a Libra stellium. So that's a lot of Saturn energy in her chart, but it will work out well for her. She's also someone who tends to focus to increase her power, wealth, and influence. That's another trait in her chart is power and influence and increasing it. Her and her generation are all about being practical and attaining their goals. They're going to make sure that they work hard and they're going to be reasonable in working hard, like getting jobs and doing everything they need to work. But also with this placement, they are going to be selfless and help other people in need. So they're going to be giving, selfless, and do everything they need to do in order for them to help others. She may find it difficult to attain her goals unless she's lowered her expectations on our fronts, but she does need to realize that she's able to do anything she puts her mind to. Up next would be her Pluto in Scorpio. So she's been able to gain this placement because she was born between 1983 and 1995. With this placement, she's always looking deeper into any situation to discover what's really going on behind the scenes. Also, with this placement, she is going to make sure that she's going to figure out what previous generations did not figure out, or what previous generations did not want to talk about. This generation, Pluto and Scorpio, will speak on. They're going to make sure that changes come based off of things that they consider to be great or consider to be wonderful. With this placement, also, they're the types of people who are going to be fixed in regards to their energy regarding changing things. They're going to make sure that everything works out for not only their generation but the generation after them, and they're all about being intense and facing things that are scary. Up next would be her North Node in Aquarius, and this is actually a fame placement. With this placement, she will need to develop these attributes in order for her to uncover her hidden gifts and talents. So one is being objective, desire for friendship, making decisions for the group's best interests, willingness to share her unconventional ideas, willingness to help with humanitarian causes, actively participating in groups, having an awareness of equality, relating to others as individuals apart from their specific roles, creating a win-win situation, and recognizing how other people are special. She'll also need to be very unusual, be an inventor, create and connect to different types of friendships, learning to open her heart and build fulfilling relationships with those around her as well. So these are the things that she will need to develop. Last but not least is her Chiron in Cancer. So with this placement, she is someone who has the wound of home, family, childhood, and a sense of emotional security. With this placement, she may have had physical, emotional neglect in the home, loss of a parent or a family member that may have had a huge impact on her emotionally, an unstable home environment, anything that has any struggles within her family, whether it's substance or mental, family secrets, anxiety, abandonment wounds, lack of emotional support, and chronic illness as a child. With this, she would need to heal by practicing self-care and nurturing herself, practicing supportive and nurturing home and creating one for herself, practicing setting healthy boundaries with her relationships with others, working on building a strong sense of self-worth and self-love. That's all I have for you lovelies today regarding Arca's natal chart. Please let me know down below how you felt about it. Did you get a better understanding as to who she is as a person and whether you just learned more about her? Also, thank you again so much, Mutant Faith 508, for giving me the suggestions. You guys, please continue to send in the suggestions, lovelies, because I really love them. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you've hit that notification bell. Also, you've hit that like button and share button. Please make sure you are subscribed to all of my other social media accounts and you're following and liking them. I love you all. Please stay safe and healthy, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye, lovelies.